All right, guys, it's Sunday, TNA lockdown tonight. I've been debating whether to take a leave of absence here on YouTube. I've really been sort of out of it for like the last 6 weeks or so. Um, this congestion and whatnot, and it's been a very, very cold winter up here in the Northeast, and now they're predicting more snow for, I believe, Wednesday night. It's March 9th, man. It should be in the 40s. But yeah, so health is a major issue, and it's just hard to keep up with things. I have a very big work schedule, which drags me down. I don't really get a lot of sleep, and here where I live, there's a lot of noise. People running up and down stairs and stuff in other apartments. So, I don't really know for sure. I'm trying to stay in there. Um, I want to thank a lot of guys for all their nice comments on my other channel. Jamie C Nation Craig, who I've been a friend with for quite some time. Alan Boyd, Peter Gilmore, Chris, Boston fan, Gemini, Inside Wrestling Truth, Aaron from Aaron Loves WWE and TNA, Jecko Knight. Um, yeah, it's really been a tough ordeal. You know, sometimes it's sometimes it's just hard to catch your breath, and it's been tough. But anyway, this video is about. I was reading a couple days ago about now that the official absence of CM Punk in the WWE. That WWE did now. Get this. They plan on pushing Daniel Bryan and John Cena to the number 1, 2 spots in the company. Well, realistically, John Cena is the number one guy in the WWE. It doesn't matter whether he's got the belt or not. John Cena is the WWE. He's like the Hulk Hogan of the 80s, and it's a fact, without a doubt. Regardless whether Randy Orton is a champion or not, you know, I really don't care. But they're talking about pushing Bryan and Cena as number 1 and 2. Cena being 1, Bryan being 2. Daniel Bryan's been pushed, and he should be champion. They're also talking about giving Cesaro a major push, which I think is great, along with Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt. Um, and they're even talking about Brock Lesnar, giving him a major push. And to me, what for? The guy just, he's never around. He's one of these guys that makes spotty appearances, and he makes big, big bucks for his spotty appearances. And so why give him a major push? It just, doesn't make any sense. But it could possibly be, too, that Paul Heyman is still under a contract. Now, without Lesnar, Heyman has nobody. So, I just don't know if Heyman's going to find somebody else. I just don't think it'll be the same because Lesnar's been with Heyman for a very long time, as was CM Punk. So, I mean, just bringing somebody in like they did with Curtis Axel just didn't seem to work out. So, um, another big push. I don't know if I said Roman Reigns, and what are they waiting for? You got Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, who are, I can be spectacular. Cesaro can be spectacular. Um, Daniel Bryan already is spectacular. I think he's the best pound for pound wrestler they have right now, and I think second to him is Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins has all the tools. He's like a combination of Bryan and CM Punk. And what are they waiting for? They're waiting till after WrestleMania so they could bring The Undertaker back. We got Batista and Orton, Lesnar. Hulk Hogan's coming back. Um, it, to me, they should build up these young guys right now. These guys have proved that they got a lot of talent. And I just think as time goes on, you can't just start pushing a guy and then drop it because that's what they seem to do. It looked like that's what they've done with Roman Reigns. They started pushing him. He had a great showing in the Rumble. It looked like Roman Reigns was going to be the guy who turned on Dean Ambrose, and in fact, it wasn't. It was Seth Rollins who walked out of the group. Um, I just, I'm very confused at what the WWE is doing. And as far as pushing John Cena doesn't need a push. John Cena is John Cena. I mean, a lot of fans don't like John Cena, and it's really because of the fact that he's always in the main event picture. Fans want to see new talent, the talent that has a lot of potential. And it's not that they dislike him, it's just that they've seen him enough. Nobody wants to see Dave Bautista. I mean, I certainly don't. He's back for the money. I don't know why they put him in the main event with Randy Orton. To me, it just didn't make any sense. I think it's going to be a very lousy main event. If indeed it does main event WrestleMania, I'd rather see Undertaker and Lesnar main event. And then we have the speculation of Daniel Bryan and Triple H, and this match could be very, very good. But it all depends on Triple H's ego, whether or not he wants to let Daniel Bryan go over on him. And knowing Triple H, he may not. You know, this is the big stage. This is WrestleMania. And I sometimes, Triple H loses, but I just think he would be insulted if he lost to a guy like Daniel Bryan. And I wouldn't be, because the guy is phenomenal. I mean, this guy he's got endurance. I mean, he can stay in the ring a very long time. And he's one of the few guys that can do that. But yeah, I was amazed after seeing these remarks about the pushes, of Cena and Daniel Bryan. And then Randy Orton don't need a push either. I mean, Randy Orton needs to step down a peg or two, just like John Cena does, and get back into the main event picture after all these other guys start coming up and start proving themselves and becoming champion. And I think that's one of the problems with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt, that it's unified, that it takes away one of the major belts. They're not really doing a heck of a lot with the Intercontinental title, and Dean Ambrose almost never defends the U.S. title. I think that's a farce. I think it's a laugh. I think Dean Ambrose is a very sloppy wrestler. You can see that he screws up in the ring. But the Shield, when they're all together, they make a good trio. But again, as you can tell in my voice, I'm just it's just not there. But I'm trying to hang in there and trying to do the best I can. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Like I said, I got a very busy next 4 days. It's going to be a really hectic 4 days. So I'll miss Raw tomorrow night. I'll probably try to catch it sometime when I get some free time. But usually when I work on a Monday night and I know I'm going to miss Raw, it's like, oh shit, I'm going to miss Raw. But they're teasing Christian and Sheamus on Monday Night Raw. How many times have we seen that? I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. But anyway, I'm trying to get by this lackadaisical WWE and just push the younger guys, get them in the spotlight, because those are the guys of the future. Because of the Cenas and the Ortons and the Undertakers, the Batistas, the Lesnars, the Triple H's, they're not going to be around, in the near future or the foreseeable future. So you got to have some stars to take their places. And I think the WWE is lacking in doing so. So we'll just have to wait and see. Peace out, everybody. Again, still, this weather really sucks for March. And I think this is part of my problem. And I just can't. I'm always in the cold. I'm always cold. But I'm trying to do the best I can. So peace out, everybody. Enjoy lockdown tonight, and we'll see you next time.